Welcome to Hook and Loops. I'm EJ Hart. Today I'm going to show you how I crochet a round Olema style basket, part 2. Since everyone's basket might be a different size, I'm going to start this round with round 1 sides. I'm going to begin to form the sides of the basket by putting slip stitches all the way around the basket. I don't want to make my slip stitches too tightly because I want to be able to work in them into the next round. I need to be able to put my hook underneath each slip stitch. I'm going to slip stitch into each stitch all the way around until I get to the first slip stitch, and then I'm going to slip stitch in that to close the round. I'm going to skip the video to round 2. In round 2, I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. I want to make sure that I'm working towards the outside of the basket and not the inside. So I'm going to put my hook underneath the slip stitches, and I'm going to put in 1 single crochet into each stitch. So I'm going to put my hook underneath both loops of the slip stitch and pull up the yarn. Then I'm going to yarn over and pull through both loops for a single crochet. I'm going to put in 1 single crochet into each slip stitch. I'm going to skip the video to the end of this row. Okay, now I'm at the end of round 2, and I'm going to slip stitch it into the first single crochet stitch. So I'm just going to put my hook into the top part of the single crochet, pull the yarn through, and then pull it through the loop on the hook for a slip stitch. In round 3, I'm going to be working into the back bar. So this is the front loop, this is the back loop, and right underneath the back loop is the back bar. I'm going to be putting single crochets into that back bar. That's the front loop, that's the back loop, and right underneath the back loop is the back bar, right there. So I'm just going to put my hook into the next stitch in the back bar, hook onto the yarn and pull it through, yarn over and pull through both loops for a single crochet. I'm just going to be working in continuous rounds. I'm not going to connect the rounds with a slip stitch. It's just going to be one continuous round until it's as tall as I want it to be. By working in the back bar, it's causing the front loop and the back loop to stick out. So side of the basket, and it makes a decorative edging. Once the basket is as tall as I want it to be, I'm going to slip stitch into the back bar all the way around in each stitch. So I'm just going to put my hook into the back bar of the next stitch, pull the yarn through, and pull it through the loop on the hook for a slip stitch. This slip stitch will tighten up the top part of the basket. I'm going to skip the video to the end of this round. Okay, once I get all the way back around to where my first slip stitch was, I'm going to slip stitch into the slip stitch itself. So I'm just going to put my hook in the middle of the slip stitch, pull up the yarn, and pull it through the loop for another slip stitch. I'm going to do it 2 times. In the next 2 stitches, I'm going to chain 1 and pull up the yarn to cut off a tail. I'm going to weave the tail into the inside of the basket only. So I'm just going to put my hook through a stitch and pull the yarn through. So it goes into the inside of the basket. And then I'm just going to pick another stitch and I'm going to tie it onto that loop right there. I'm going to weave all of my tails in and tie them off. Subscribe to Hook and Loops. Just click the button and click subscribe. And thank you for watching.